Could the sign that is taking over our culture, a sign that now appears on corporate logos, the flagpoles of American embassies, in children's cartoons, even on children's cereal boxes, be connected to an entity, a principality from Babylon, an ancient Sumer? And could it contain a dark secret? This is Jonathan Cahn. In The Return of the Gods, the latest book I've written, I open up the mystery of the returning spirits that have come back to our culture. Specific entities that are uncovered, identified, and how it's affecting everything, transforming everything, even touching your life. One of the principalities that has returned, named Ashtoreth in the Bible, Ishtar in Babylon, is of ancient sexuality. But as revealed in the book, there was something strange about her. She bent gender, even her own. She blurred the lines of male and female, of man and woman. Said she has the power to turn men into women, women into men. Now this principality is now moving through our culture, and we can see it. Could there be a sign of her return? There was a sign that was associated with her in ancient times. You know what it was? It was the sign of the rainbow. It's written the goddess has rainbow eyes. She looks at you with rainbows. One of the ancient inscriptions from Mesopotamia has the two words together, Manzat Ishtar. Ishtar is the goddess, Manzat is rainbow, or rainbow goddess, or rainbow Ishtar. In the book, in The Return of the Gods, I even show how each color of the rainbow flag is actually linked to the goddess. In fact, the meaning they were ascribed at the beginning doesn't really hold together, but it does hold together by the goddess. That is the mystery that explains it. So if she returns, what would we expect to see? We would expect to see the sign of the rainbow, used not as it was in the Bible, but used for a different purpose. We'd expect to see the sign of the rainbow appearing more and more and more, as if this one was possessing. The sign would be the sign of her possessing a culture, owning it. And so it's exactly what we see. The ancient mystery is in our midst. The spread of the rainbow, it isn't natural. Corporations, corporate logos, changing it to the rainbow, a symbol of sexuality. American embassies flying along with the American flag, the flag of the rainbow, representing sexuality. That's not natural. Children's cartoons putting it in for the children. Children's cereal boxes having it. It's supernatural. It's a sign of taking possession. Now, the rainbow belongs to God. It was actually a sign of his mercy in the face of judgment. But even this is part of the mystery. You see, in the myth, as I looked at the stories of Ishtar, this goddess, her nature was known for taking what belongs to other gods, using it for her own. So she took the sign of God and now uses it against him. In one myth, it says she stretches herself across the sky as a rainbow. She becomes the rainbow. Why? To go to war. In the myth, it's actually to execute vengeance and destruction. So through the rainbow, she enlarges herself, stretches herself, executes vengeance. Well, that is what's happening. Through the rainbow, through the sign of the rainbow, the spirit of the goddess is stretching, enlarging herself, and she is waging a war. She's executing something. What vengeance? Well, that's what I get into in The Return of the Gods. But I will say this much, it's a dark secret. If people realize what was really behind this sign with the goddess, they would have second thoughts about ever raising it. Think how strange it is that the rainbow should become a sign of altered sexuality, of breaking and bending the lines of gender. But that's exactly what the principality was, who was associated with a rainbow. And they didn't do this consciously. It's the mystery. It had to manifest. Now you know why. This is just a taste of the mystery that's revealed in full in The Return of the Gods. The Return of the Gods is available everywhere. You can get it wherever there are books that are sold for yourself, but also for people in your life who need to know. Next time, behind some of the most culture-changing rulings of the Supreme Court, is an ancient mystery and an ancient entity, the Supreme Court. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. This is Jonathan Cahn. Until next time, I'll see you then with the Supreme Court and the Transformer. The second ruling that altered sexuality in marriage came 10 years later, but also came in June, the time of the goddess, the last days of June, the days of the goddess near the time of the summer solstice, and on the same exact day